Well, hello bee family, welcome to the inaugural video of the 3 Bee Flower Farm adventure. I'm out here in the bee yard, just a stone's throw away from the house even, and it's getting to be about that time where the bees are looking to be a little bit honey bound. I'm going to have to take a little bit from them for overwintering. The goal this time is not so much of a honey harvest, which that will be next year, but to make sure that they're going to be able to, that the queens can lay some eggs for the winter. I'd rather have more bees than honey for the winter because I'll just keep on feeding them anyways. Not like we have much of a winter down here in southeast Texas, but I'm still going to give them all the resources that they need. So join me as we dive into these hives and see what we can do to help manage our colonies. So I've got my smoker lit, got my hive tool in hand, and let's dive into the Decepticons with Optima Prima flew the coop. There used to be the Autobots right here, but she took off, so the rest of her hive is down the line with the Jedi. So in here we've got Megatrina as the queen. So let's give them a little smoke at the entrance, just enough to kind of settle down or confuse them guard bees. You might see a little bit of a string flop around here. It's to one of my ham radio antennas. A bit of smoke in there. Ooh, epic fail. I already slammed the hive around. Lift off and set aside. Got some bees up here. That's a good sign. Got some other critters which play whack-a-mole with those other critters. A bit of smoke in here. You can hear that, all that propolis that's, and my beehive, or my hive beetle trap. I like to use these little Swiffer rags as hive beetle traps. They work great, as you can probably see. A few hive beetles there. Set that aside. Give them a little bit more smoke. Now this is a super on here. I haven't produced any honey in the super as I've just got all these nukes this year. And at the time of this filming, it's November the 3rd. And it's last I checked, it's 81 degrees. It's probably warmer than that now, so don't have to worry about the temperature so much. Get some of this propolis off just to kind of help me in the future. Now a lot of people like to collect this and use it, but I haven't started doing that yet. If you happen to collect propolis and know how to render it, leave me a comment. Let me know how to do it, because I am a rookie beekeeper, and so I would like to learn. Like I said, just a super. There's nothing in here. For some reason, they don't like these frames, even though I coated them all multiple times in beeswax. I think next year I'm going to try doing that, the cartridges. Well, I like to see that. So another beetle trap. Set this aside. Clean off some of this. All this wax that they have, I just don't toss it. One, it attracts critters. Don't want any critters. But I save it to render in the future some hand-dipped beeswax candles. Got a little jar that I keep with me on my cart. Just such a thing. So give these girls just a little bit more smoke, kind of just drive them down, so that way I'm not squishing any of them. They're already a little feisty, as it is the end of the season. I'll dig out one of my other beetle traps. Maybe. This is one of the oil traps, which there are some beetles in there, it's just not as effective. So I'm probably just going to toss it. Give myself a little space here. And see, there's another frame in here that's not really in use, so we use it to pull it out. They don't like that frame either. Whoa, you can hear that. They don't like me being here. All honey. And building up this end. So this one's going to go into one of my nooks. And just gently flick off bees. Oh, there's Jake the dog. He'll be featured in on my other channel, Two Guys, One Pup. I'll set this one aside in a nook. Put that in one of the nooks, so that way they're not trying to get into it and try and save everything that I'm taking from them. Now, question is what I do with my hive tool. That's always a question. Oh, here it is. Found it. Jake the dog is over there. He's quite curious. Yeah, I've been stung a couple of times over this year. Jake learned early on not to try and bite the bees. Another one, chock full of honey. No brood. Of course, I'm not expecting any brood up here. Again, try and just flick the bees off. Being as gentle as I can with this brush. Don't want to hurt them, just want to move them. Ooh, not happy. But my intention is to take off some of these other frames that are just full of honey and replace them with places for Megatrina to lay some eggs. Come on, girls. Burning daylight here. And then I'll reduce down their hives. Get them winter ready. Let's give them a little bit more smoke. Managed to keep my hive tool in hand. This one's also full of honey. Let me just start pulling these apart now while I'm here. Full of honey. Full of honey. Also full of honey. And pretty much these top ones are all going to be full of honey. And I do have an old feeder in here that I need to take out and clean. Give them a little bit more smoke. Try and drive them down. They're in here busy working and I'm disrupting their day. So I'll get this old feeder out. Negative. Come on, girls. Out you go. set it aside. Ooh. They're sad. Taking away all their hard work, but need to give them a place to live. Need to raise some more sisters. Normally, if the intention was to be harvesting honey, I would have put the trap up on top and forced them all down, and so I wouldn't have to do this. But I knew that they were, after my last hive inspection about a week ago, I knew that they were pretty heavy on the honey. Didn't anticipate this much. Still no sign of Queen, but I don't anticipate her being up here. Still do a quick look just in case. Yeah. Earlier on in the season, I could do my bee inspections without a suit, but I knew this was going to make them sad, so definitely suited up. Come on, girls. Yeah. So they've got, I got bees on, well, I can't see it too well. Let's see here. Got bees on every frame down there. And this one has always been my strongest hive. So I think I'm probably going to go grab some frames real quick. Got some frames. And what you didn't see when I walked away is I did cover this back up. Didn't want to invite any kind of robbing activity. There they go. Plenty of room to make some babies, I'm hoping. I'm confident they'll keep working, doing so, and that way I can keep them at just 2 boxes over the winter. I am going to put in a new feeder because I'm going to start feeding again. One, to make sure that they have food, and the other so that way they can build up these frames. A new feeder. Oh, yes, girls. Stand by. Stand by, girls. Oh, they're telling me that they're not happy. They're whacking me in my David Burns cowboy up hat. If y'all don't know who David Burns is, he's in our community, a well-known beekeeper out in Illinois. Has a great channel. Go check him out. Give my smoker a few puffs. Smoke out the entrance here for the guard bees on the Empire. I don't have a name for this queen, so if you can come up with a good name for the Empire, let me know in the comments. Smoke. These guys don't seem as active already. Unfortunately, when putting the hives back together, there ends up being a few casualties. So scrape them off. Again, beetle traps. Smoke these girls down. And nothing in this supers. I don't know what it is. They don't like the wax or what on these super frames. So I'll set that aside. Oh yeah, probably just about as full. Not quite as noisy. Take this feeder out. And my sweeper. Off you go, girls. Back into the hive. Set that aside for cleaning. Well, not as much on this one. So just set that in there. Still working on that one, but there's space to lay eggs. And they've got some pollen in there, so keep that one there. This one's actually looking like Queen's managing the space well. Now they're filling it with honey. Let that still sit. Let that marinate a little bit. Get that 17% humidity. This one's chock full though. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of the same all around. We just might have to let this one sit in here. A little bit, a couple dots of brood. And she's trying to lay where she can. Well, empty there, so let her lay in there. Let's see if we can see any eggs. No eggs. A little build-up. So we'll leave those just where they're at. Stand by while I go get a fresh feeder. Okay, and I'm back. Got a feeder. I did forget to cover these guys up, but I don't see any evidence of rotting. So we'll get them buttoned up here real quick. Now this is one I'm really interested in. It's got the queen excluder here with some craft paper that I put on there to help them introduce themselves to each other. Are you in there, girls? I don't really hear much, so let's see what's happening. Oh, Queen Amidala, I'm coming in. Oh, we got bees up here. That's a good sign. Now this top 2 boxes. This is from the old Autobots hive. Oh, play whack-a-mole here again. Always looking for something. Push these girls down a smidge. Start taking a little look here, see if they've done anything up here. I'm guessing probably not, since this is one of the supers with the same frames I coated in tons of beeswax. Actually, I can just take a look down. Yeah, nothing going on. Now they are on the frames. Ooh, don't drop them. You can kind of see them up under there. So they've take a little wax, make my job easier next time. Although that box is probably going to just go in the garage. Oh no, dropped a piece. Beetle trap. And what I'm seeing here is there's quite a few bees here. So that's good. Got this old feeder. Yeah, that's made them sad. Well, I can tell they've eaten away at all the paper, so they've introduced themselves. They're not all dead. That's a plus. Clean up some casualties. Got brood, pollen, bees, and honey. Same on the backside. So I'm counting that as a success on that one. Got the same over here. It's not as well built up, but they're working. Oh, that's heavy, but doing well. See if I can see any larvae. Yep, there's larvae in there, so queen's been up here. So I probably ought to be a little more careful in looking for her. So I'm happy to see that the paper's gone. Well, you know what? We got larvae up here. Are we too cleaning it? Did I make a mistake? Because the queen excluder's there. We got larvae. I may have moved over Optima Prima and not even known it. Well, it is a plastic queen excluder, and we all know that they're pretty much crap. Oh, no. We got Queenie. Right there, top right. So I'm going to very carefully put her back. Now, she doesn't have a dot. Optima Prima had a dot. So, very well could be a new queen from some point in time. I guess I don't really need to go fishing down through here much anymore. Oh. So now I'm curious. We got two queens. If that's the case, Optima Prima the second thrive on in her own hive again. I'm going to put this old feeder in here just to take up some space right now. Now, there is the question, was that the old queen from the Empire who worked her way through the crappy queen excluder? She didn't have a dot, so it is possible. Oh, that sucker's heavy. Right. The goal is for the queen to stay in the box while I'm in here. Okay. Well, I do believe it's time for some smoke. Check and make sure we don't have any bee fights going on down here. Now, I did leave in this other feeder for the other hive because I didn't want to potentially starve them. This one's definitely not as full down in here. On the hunt for another queen. Yeah, nothing going on up in here. That side's full of honey. This side not so much. So I'm actually going to turn it around. Now, normally, after seeing a queen, I would have just kind of double checked, make sure everything's mostly okay from the top, and packed them back up. But we're on the search for a second queen right now. honey, pollen. No brood. Oh, that one's jam-packed. This one's gonna be one I'm probably snag from them. Give them some little extra space here. Oh. You don't like the mic. Trapped in the dead cat mic. Find my lid here pretty quick. Because otherwise they'll be in there. I think it's another one I might have to swap out. Nope, got some brood in here. No, pollen. Good deal. How about a little smoke? Brood, good deal. No queen. Some more brood and pollen. That's what we like to see. And the honey that goes, the honey rainbow around the top. That one's heavy. That's got some pollen in it, so that's a keeper. Oops, sorry girls. My fault. My fault. I do need to go grab a frame. 1, 2, 3. Well, thank you for joining me out here in the bee yard for the inaugural video of the 3B flower farm. Look forward to additional videos. Start giving you a tour around the place. We'll have a process once we actually have good honey harvest. We'll harvest some honey, dip some candles, and then you'll be able to find those on my new website, 3beestv.com, number 3 BEES TV.com. Right now it's in the beginning stages, so nothing's available on there, and it's still kind of in testing mode. I've got it live just to test it out with some friends and family, but we'll have some products on there eventually and more videos. And if you like this, like the content like this, let me know by commenting, subscribing, and then check out the other videos I have. 2 Guys, 1 Pup. That's going to be up and coming parody type channel. And then also, if you're into ham radio, another parody channel of Ham and Order, kind of a knockoff on Law and Order, and a little nod to my almost 30 years of public safety. So thanks for joining me. If you watched to the end, thank you. And in the meantime, take care of yourself. Be healthy.